Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, good afternoon there guys, it's Zane here from Two-Way Markets. Just a quick sound check and also just to inform yourself that we'll be starting the session in about 10 minutes time. So for all you guys out there, just let me know if the sound's working okay. Just type in the chat box there, just tell me if that you can hear me and I'm not just sort of talking to a screen. That'd be great. Hi there guys, so another sort of 5 minutes left until we start the session. See a few of you guys sort of coming in at the moment. George, Helen, Deepak, Francis, see you guys coming in, which is great. Again, just a quick sort of sound check just to make sure I'm speaking to yourselves and not speaking to the screen. So just put in the box that you can hear me loud and clear. That'd be great. Thank you. Okay, well, a very good afternoon to yourself, guys, and it's nice to have a lot of people here to attend the webinar. Hi there, John. Appreciate the chat message there from yourself, and hopefully most of you guys can hear my loud and clear voice. And I think we'll hopefully look to start the session at the moment in about a couple of minutes or so. Brilliant. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Cheers, George. Thank you, Francis. Thanks, David. Thank you very much. All right, well, I'll go ahead and start the session then, guys. Sort of bang on 1 o'clock now, so let's sort of go through it. And I guess sort of the first thing I have to say is a bit of an apology, really. Unfortunately, one of our presenters, Gurpal Singh, his little lad has his little lad has broken his arm, and we only found out about it today. So he's been sort of tending to his son at the hospital at the moment and making sure that he's all well and good. So unfortunately, we can't go through the Bollinger Band today due to Gurpal's absence. So hopefully what I'm going to do is just to step in for today and just really give you guys a bit of a demonstration of two-way markets and what we do for our clients, and also just a bit more about one of the platforms that we could recommend for our clients as well and how they trade within the markets. So yeah, hopefully you guys are not sort of too guided for that, but I'm sure we'll be representing the Bollinger Bands at a later stage. But all our thoughts go out to Pal's son. Hopefully he can amend himself from the broken arm he's received yesterday, but he probably just landed it awkwardly or something like that. But anyway, let's all crack on then, and hopefully you guys can get a bit more of an idea of what we can do for you guys in the trading markets, and also what type of platforms are out there for yourself as well. So in today's webinar, what we're going to do, as I mentioned, is just have a brief overview of the company and what we can do for our clients, and what we've done so far for our clients as well, and also go through one of the trading platforms. In this webinar, we'll be going through the ETX trading platform. It's one of the platforms that a lot of clients that we do have find quite useful for their trading, and hopefully something that possibly some of you in this webinar might find to be something useful for you too as well. So here's just basically a little bit about ourselves. We have sort of started since 2003, so we've been around for sort of 13, 14 years now, really helping clients to find the best in terms of the trading markets and to really find out what solutions there are out there so they can benefit themselves in trading as well. So by finding a platform with the best functionality, charting, tighter spreads, account opening offers, even sort of bonuses that we can add onto your account as well, we feel this really benefits you by cutting your costs and incentivizing you when you trade as well. Nowadays, how I feel, there isn't really a lot of communication between the retail traders such as yourselves and the broker that you're placed with. It's all done through really the click of a button, an application form, and everything's done through a browser. So you don't really get the full understanding and the full cost of trading with them. By working with a variety of different brokers around the UK, we can have a personalized conversation with yourselves to really find out what you want when you trade the markets. And that is really the key question. What you want out of your trading platform and what you want to use when you're trading is basically what we're trying to provide you, and what we have provided clients over the past 13 to 14 years. So to give you an idea really of what our service is like for our clients, we have one client who's kindly given us a testimonial for us, and he says this: I found two-way markets a few years ago, and they worked with me to find the best solution for my specific needs. The service continues to be excellent, and with their help, I have also cut my spreads. For me, that makes a saving of £3,000 per month. A great service which I recommend to any trader. Now, I'm not saying when you join us, you're instantly going to receive a saving of £3,000 a month. And this is based on David Eaton's trading and how he goes through the markets himself. Now, what I'm trying to say is that no matter how you trade or what you trade, we will still be able to help you cut those costs on your trading, whether that's your spread, whether that's your stake size, your overnight financing charges. You talk to us and we'll be able to find out what best we can do for you. Who knows? You could be saving more than David's saving at the moment. You could be saving more than £3,000 a month. And I think in terms of an overall picture of trading, it's a very good thing to have. Now, of course, a lot of you guys always want to make sure that you're not trading at an expensive rate. So in terms of the costs that you guys have when you are trading, it is vitally important you make sure that they are fair to what you do when you are trying to do some of these trades. So I want to give you guys just a very quick example of how it could affect you, okay, and how and where you can cut these costs as well. So at one particular broker, you could be doing, at IG, let's say you're doing £1 a point on the Dow at a 1.8 spread. Now, if you make around sort of 5 trades a day, I mean, you could be doing around an estimation of £2,200 of total stake a year. Now, this is trading at IG. Now, if you were to do the same thing with us, we will provide you a 1-point spread on the Dow, and you would only typically stake £1,200 a year. That is a £1,000 saving on your trading costs, which is incredible. Now, that could go towards anything else. That could go towards starting for a car. That could go towards someone's birthday present. That could go towards starting for a holiday. It could even go towards your own trading as well. So it just shows you that a difference in where you trade can make a massive difference as to how much money you can save in the whole grand scheme of things. And this is what we try to do. We try to utilize that and help you in terms of really finding out the best platform for you that not only is something that you're comfortable with, but also something that cuts your trading costs and something that really does make a big effect on how you trade as well. Furthermore, you've got that tighter spreads you can get out of the market as well. So that means you'll get out of the market quicker. You're not saving. So for example, on the Dow, you're not having to wait another sort of 0.8 on your spread in terms of maybe a movement. As soon as it hits that 1-point spread, then you're out of the trade. In terms of volatile movements within the markets, based on news events, supply and demand, with a tight spread, you don't have to make up as much for yourself to get out of a trade. Don't pay the broker more money than you already have to, and trade your own strategy to its best effect. Sometimes your own strategies have to be done on the platform that's right for yourself. Now, that's only one example, based on an instrument where the spread's a bit too wide, and there are plenty of other things out there that we can help you with for your trading. It's not just the Dow. We can do it across the board. So on your Forex, your indices, your commodities, and your equities, we want to find out the best instruments for you to trade on at the best cost. That's the whole point. Now, stake size can be something very important for you guys, especially when you're trying out new things. Some of you guys might be thinking, well, maybe 1.8 on the Dow isn't as bad as I thought it would be, but you're more concerned about doing a £2 spread on the Dow. So £2 a point at stake, that can be quite high sometimes, really. So you want to be trying and balancing that a bit more effectively. If you were to do a day trade and put on a stop of a few hundred points, that could really, I guess, harm your risk-reward ratio a lot. So it'll be an unbalance in terms of what you're trying to do. So I think you really want to make sure that when you are trading, you're trading at a stake which is comfortable for you. Here at 2A Markets, you can trade the Dow and other FX pairs, indices, commodities, and equities at a comfortable stake of only 50 pence a point. This is a 75% saving on your stake costs. That means you save £1.50 every time you place that Dow trade. Now you calculate that over a yearly basis, and you're looking again at a very substantial sum that you can use to other things, and even more so towards your own trading as well. Now, of course, some of you guys want to trade £2 a point, which is fine. I mean, if you think that you're at that stage where you want to do so, that's okay. But I think when you're trading at a lower stake, you're saving yourself from volatile movements because you're incorporating your own elements of safe trading. So you'll be able to build a consistent portfolio. And that really is the key to becoming a successful trader. A lot of traders out there, we know, they crash and burn very quickly because they increment their stakes too quickly. They start trading at 50 pence, and then they go to £1, and they think, hey, well, I'm quite good at this now. I'm going to go up to £10. And then at that point, after a couple of months, they might see a few good results, but after the majority of their trading, they start to lose a lot of money. and because they're not really going at a pace that they should be going at. You want to be consistent, so that means you don't have to jump the gun. You have to go from £1 to £10. The platforms that we can provide you, you can go from £1 to £1.10 to £1.50. You don't have to sort of go from these massive jumps. So you want to learn how to walk before you can run, and then once you've done that, of course, you can increment it however you like. When you're more disciplined in your trading and you're more diligent with your money, you can really utilize those opportunities to trade with a lower stake, and this will prevent you from burning out too quickly, as I mentioned before. Now, as you can see here, guys, this is our new website that we've recently launched. It's something that has a lot of different features and articles on there to help you understand more about the markets and more about our services as well. So, the website is 2amarkets.com. If you guys have a bit of time in your hands today, please have a look at it. It'll give you a lot more information. I'll go through a bit of it now with you as well. So on one of the pages you can see is our webinar page. This will be sort of posted out to you guys here as well, of course, as long with the other webinars we've done in the past. So as you can see there, you've got your technical analysis webinar, you've got parabolic SAR, you've got a stochastics webinar too, and it just helps yourself to really find out a bit more of the technical indicators that professional traders use when they trade on the markets. And this really does help in terms of building up that portfolio, making sure you build up those pips as well. For example, one of the guys before who came to webinar to do the ADX, I believe, is in the webinar today as well. He's recently said something very kind about our recent webinars we've done. He says, "Hi guys, just wanted to say a big thanks for your recent webinar on the ADX indicator. It was a really helpful lesson. I put the lesson into practice with a trade on the dollar CAD later the same day and gained 30 pips profit in about the same number of minutes. Thanks again for your help." So that was John Moss who kindly put that testimonial in for us, and we feel that this is exactly what we want to try and do for our clients. To provide the education and support for them really gives them the amount of chances they can have to build their points and build their portfolio within the markets as well. This is our very newly incorporated market analysis section. This is done by our professional traders for our clients as well. It's a free subscription service, so you can use this to really increase your knowledge and improve your performance in all of the latest events and updates in the financial markets. Okay, so in this analysis, we can provide daily insight into the markets. We can provide educational articles for your trading. We can also provide current financial market news, videos, and the chance to use our economic calendar to keep track of what's going on. So all of this help is really there for you guys to find out the most about the markets as well. Well, and that's what we're here for. We want to provide that for you in as much as possible. We believe here at 2A Markets, we want to help our clients make as much money in the markets as possible and try to find best spreads and trading as well. Now, that's not to mean that we can't give yourself something on top of that too. We can provide financial incentives, such as this generous guy handing out a very sizable cashback offer for you guys as well when you're trading. Now, a lot of people might find that, when you're first going into the markets, when you're trading live, you want to be able to, just have a bit of a safety net there. And we can provide that financial safety net there for you as well. Any trading losses you incur, we're more than happy to sort of credit that back to you as well. So you need to do that in terms of your trading to help you move forward to the next level. We can provide that for you too. You've chosen to trade with us, so why not use some of the offers we have to provide you to help you in your trading? So if you want to know more about these offers and you want to know more about how to qualify for them, just let us know. We're more than happy to talk to you about them and maybe even offer you something even better than what we're offering at the moment. We're grateful for our clients' trust, and what better way than it is to reward them with a trading gift from here at 2A Markets as well. At 2A Markets, we want our clients to make as much money as possible because that helps us grow as a business as well. The more you guys do well, the more we do well as well. So it's all in our interest for you to do the best you can. With our assistance, you will have direct contact with a member of our team who can get this issue resolved as soon as possible. Our job is to help you guys out, so if you do want to chat, don't hesitate to call us. We're here to help. Now, this is another testimonial that I provided for you guys. It's done by Robert Blake Jelly. 2 2 Markets offers professional advice and help with a broker and the right trading platform for someone like me who is new to trading. With support from Gurpal and Zain right from the start, they have given me sound advice, helped me with technical features, and being there for me in my times of need has built a trusting relationship. They've never given me a short measure. So this is another sort of testimonial from our client that really does help in terms of showing you how much we can do to help you trade on the markets and how much we can offer you and how much we can give you for that as well. So in terms of where you are at the moment, there is something still more we can do for you. Just give us a call, give us a shout, and I'm sure that you can be able to help that as well. Now, the next part of what I'm going to do, I'm going to be able to go through the platform as well. Now, this will give you sort of a better idea of what happens now. Raymond, I'll just put the microphone a bit closer to my ear there. Can you hear it now? Is that better? Right, so I'm just going to go into one of the platforms that we sort of help our clients trade on. And as you can see here, it's the ETX Trader Pro. Now, within this platform, you can go down to 50 pence a point on your stake. So Dow, FTSE, DAX, 50 pence a point. You can even go down to 25 pence a point on Euro Dollar and also on cable. You can also do 10 pence on gold. So this really is a very good platform to help yourselves find out in terms of, what you go through in the markets. You want some fast execution. You want to have charts that are available for yourself to trade on. You want to have the right amount of products to trade on as well. And this hopefully is the ideal thing for you to really start trading on too. As you can see on the left-hand side, there's a wide variety of different things you can trade. You have some Forex things here you can trade on. So you've got some rolling dailies there of all the currency pairs we have. You have indices that we do. So you've got UK indices, US indices, major global euro indices as well. You have a whole range of equities. So you're looking at your FTSE 100 equities. You're looking at your Dow 30, even a bit of S&P equities in there as well. And even sort of Germany, France, Spain, Italy, even those equities can be done too. So you have a whole range of different things you can really trade on here. This platform is very customizable, so I think what's good about it is you can really chop and chain things how you like it. For example, I can sort of drag this down here and minimize it as much as I'd like. And this blank space here, I can add something in there which really helps me with my own trading. So if I want to put a chart in there, I can simply go onto new here, click on chart, which brings up this little square here. Of course, I can sort of customize it to how I'd like. Drop it in this box here. Let's just say I'm a big fan of the FTSE. Drag and drop the FTSE into there. And then as you can see, I've literally got my FTSE chart on my right hand side there. Okay. So you can literally drag and drop these things into the chart and you'll get that chart back as well. If you want something else, if you say you're feeling something about the Forex, just go on the rolling day. Let's say CAD Yen. It might be a strange currency pair, but put the CAD Yen there, drag it into the chart, and you get the same thing again as well. So it really does help you to find out the best in terms of your own trading. Now, there's a lot of features on this platform which could be quite beneficial for you. For example, I'm going to maximize this chart here. Now, you can trade completely off the chart on this platform. Now, when I say trade completely off the chart, what I mean by that is that, first of all, you can sell and buy at a certain quantity, of course. This is the CAD Yen, so I can go down to 50 pence a point. One-click transaction boxes on the chart give me the chance to show me to sell and buy straight in the market. I can also add stops and limits on the chart as well. So, for example, if I click on sell here at 50 pence a point, I'm straight in the trade. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into trading here. I'm going to go into sell. And then that sell order has been put onto my chart right there as well. Okay. Now, if I want to add in stops and limits, all I do is I click on the I button here. and I click on the add for the stop and the add for the limit, and I can now put in different types of stops and limits for myself as well. So because I'm selling, my limit's going to be slightly lower, so let's just say I'm going to put a limit around a couple of points around here. And my stop, of course, is going to be higher, so let's just put it on this candlestick up here as well. Clicking OK, and that's it. I've literally just put on a stop and a limit there for myself to trade on. Now, of course, if you're unhappy with the stops and limits you put on there, let's just say, you know, something comes out with the markets that you're not too happy about, you can always move these. It's not a problem. So with a stop there, I can simply drag and drop it up like that, click on yes, and that's it. I've changed my stop. With my limit, let's just say I feel that the market's going to go even further down, so I'm going to put my limit down here. Are you sure? Let's drag the market up a bit. There you go. So put the limit around here. Are you sure? Yes, and it's done. So you can literally drag and drop these stops and limits however you choose. It's not something that is slow, something that's very fast, and something that can really help you in terms of moving, the market's moving very quickly. You know, if you do see anything that you think is going to go either way, the chance that you can trade off the charts and move those stops and limits accordingly is very important to a trader, and that could really help you in terms of how many points you're looking to gain as well. Now, if you want to close a trade and get out of it, all you do is click on the X button there, close the position. Are you sure? Yes, and that's it. You're out the trade. So this is another feature of the platform. You can trade completely off the chart. Because it's quite fast, it allows yourself to add in stops, limits. You can even choose your quantity on here. You can even put a new order in here if you want to go at a certain level. So if I go on trading again, I can go on new order. I can even put an order. Let's just say I feel that it's going to come down to around 93.5. Now I think at that point it's going to hit the 93.5, and then I'm going to buy it and it's going to shoot up again. And I can do that. And I can even add in limits and stop as well. So my limit can be around, let's just say, the top of this candlestick here. My stop can be further down. Let's bring it. 93.5 is my level. So let's just say I'm going to do it down to about 93.4. Okay. Let's do it further. Yep, there you go. And that's it. So when that candle hits this 93.5 level, I'm expecting it to go up, but then I've also got my stops and limits in there as well, which allows me to help it when I am trading on the market as well. When it hits that level, you'll see the stops and limits on the chart, and then you can act accordingly. You can move those again, go up and go down as you want. Again, if you want to get rid of the order, click on the X, cancel order, and that's it. You're out of the order. So it's a very nice feature to have on the platform, and I'm sure if you do like to trade in charts, you do use charts for your trading, this could be perfect for your own trading as well. Now, there are a lot of studies on here that you can use. Again, some of the indicators that we use as a company, such as ADX. You've got the Bollinger Bands there as well that you can use. So Bollinger Band is something we do there. Of course, the 20 period would be ideal in terms of what you want to be using for it. And they'll be shown at the bottom there. So if I close that, as you can see, sort of the Bollinger Bands around here that I can use for my trading. If you want to keep this on your platform, you can also save the chart settings. So it allows yourself to use those indicators as soon as you log back into the platform and as soon as you use those charts again. So for example, if I click on settings and I go on save chart settings, every time I bring up that CAD yen chart, I will see those Bollinger Bands applied to it successfully. So it allows yourself to go straight into the markets and go straight into your trading. There's no having to apply certain things on there because it's all saved on there for you. You can go straight in there and utilize that as much as possible. Again, you can use several other features, so you can draw some lines on the chart. So if you're thinking to look at certain support and resistance levels that you want to apply there, you can do so. You can add some text in there, and clearly if you want to delete things, the little delete tool at the bottom there is something you can use as well. So that's the charts there. So it's a very good feature to have those charts to be able to do the one-click trading and to help you as well in terms of really trading directly the charts for those candlesticks that you want to look at. Now, a lot of you guys might have a lot of reason to go straight into the markets because you feel that it is very important for you to build up those points and get into those markets as soon as you see something you feel is going to benefit your trading. So even if you have a system that shows you signals or shows you something you can go into, if you have an indicator that allows yourself to go and set to trade and you feel that you want to do that, then if you click on this button here, open as trade tickets. Now, this might be quite a big window because there's a lot of Forex pairs in there, but I'm just going to give you an example of how it will look like. So if I open that there, I'm going to get a big window of all the one-click transaction boxes of the currency pairs that I'm allowed to trade on in the markets as well. Now, it obviously looks very daunting here because there's a lot of pairs here on the markets that you might be able to trade. Now, as you can see here, there's several different types of currency pairs I can use. But what I'll do later on is show you how to set up a watch list, which will allow you to utilize all these one-click transaction boxes. Now, what these boxes do is they allow you to go straight into the trade as soon as you like. Of course, you can change the quantity. So this euro yen, I want to change it to 50p. I want to go straight in. So I'm going to sell it. And there you go. I'm straight into the trade. So that's one I'm already in the trade with. All right. Let's just say I see a signal for my Aussie CAD. Okay, I see a signal for that. I want to go straight in there. Again, you can go down to 50 pence a point. Let's just say I see a buy signal. I can click on buy. I'm straight in the trade. Okay, so this trade ticket allows you to go straight into the trade and not really start to miss those sort of points that you don't want to miss. So if you see those indicators, you see those signals, go straight into the trade. You know, don't have to put on stops and limits. You know, sometimes you can do so for different trades you do, but for me, I feel that if you want to go straight into a trade, you don't have to apply those stops and limits. You can go straight in there and apply them as soon as you get into the trade. You want to be winning those points as well. So as you can see here, they're all on my platform there for you as well to have a look at. Now, again, with these, if you want to put stops and limits on after, you can always do so. Click on those, click on the euro yen, for example. You see the trade ticket drop down. All you do is then you click on order, and then a box comes up here as well. Click on your stop and your limit, and then you'll have the chance to put in those stops and limits that you find is best for your trade. Okay. Once you've done so, for example, I'm going to put on a 30 limit, and I'm going to put on a 30 stop and a 30 limit. Okay. I'm going to click on amend, and that's it. Away I go. And it doesn't take too long. As you can see there, it takes a few seconds to put the stops and limits on there. So I think if you're really looking for a signal that does help you, then just go straight into the trade. You don't have to really dilly-dally with the stops and limits. You can always put them on after. It might be a bit different if you're doing a short time frame. Okay, 10, 15 minutes might be a bit different for you. But if you're doing sort of a longer trade, I definitely would advise to go straight in there because it does help in terms of really maximizing points you can get out of those trades as well. If you want to close a trade, again, it's simple, the same as the charts. All you do is click on close, and there you go, you're out the trade again. Okay, same again with this one. Click on close, and you're out the trade again. All right, so it's a very good feature to have. It's a very fast platform, and that's what I think we here quite like about that, because it has that edge there to your trading. You can really get into trades very quickly. You can trade off the chart and put your stops and limits on there and get the trade quickly as well. Now, in terms of the products you trade, not all of you are going to be doing that. So if you want to do a stop, Gerard, all you do is, so maybe you want to do it before. So, for example, on this Aussie CAD, you can either do it by clicking on order and then clicking on trade here, and then you click on the stop button there, and then you can put in a level of stop you'd like. So you can put in maybe a 50-point stop and limit. You can put in a 50-point limit there as well. And then once you've done so, you can click on your sell and your buy and then go from there. Okay, so click on buy, and that's it. You're into the trade like that. Okay, so that's how you put on a stop for you there. If you want to do it as a sell, obviously it's the other way around. But if you want to close it again, click on close, and you're out the trade. So you can either do it before or you can do it after. Doing it after means that you'd go into one of these one-click transaction boxes, you click on sell and buy, you'd then click on the actual instrument, go to the trade ticket at the bottom to click on order. Once you've clicked on order, you can then click on your stop and your limit, and then again you can do it the same way as well. So it depends on which way you want to do it. Now, another thing to do in terms of the platform is to really summate everything into things you want to do. Now, of course, you're not all want to be doing the same thing. Some of you might like to do Forex. Some of you might like to do maybe indices or commodities. Some of you like me to do equities. It's all different, right, for the way you trade. So if you want to really set up something that allows yourself to do so, then to create a watch list is very important for that. Now, if you see up here in the top left, you click on watch list, this square here. Then if you click on add, let's just say, for example, we're going to put in new watch list, okay? And you click on save. Now, within this new watch list, you can put in all the markets that you want to trade on specifically, okay? So it really helps to eliminate all those sort of red and blue flashing signals that you don't allow yourself to trade at that point. So if I go on popular markets here, let's just say, all right, well, I like to trade UK 100, okay? All I do is click on this folder here, go on to new watch list, and it should be added there. Gold, go on to new watch list. Silver, yeah, let's put that in there as well. Euro, pound, let's do that too, into new watch lists, and from there you'll be able to see them there as well, okay? So you can see them on your watch list there, and this allows yourself to really summate things into everything as you'd like it to. In terms of placing a trade at a certain price chart, what you can do is, for example, on the FTSE here, if you click on order here, this is where you can do it at a new level. So of course, due to how it behaves, you have to do it at a level sort of outside certain boundaries. But this button here, this tab here, new order, allows yourself to trade it at a certain level that you can do so. Okay, so if you want to go at maybe something a bit higher, so let's look at maybe 6290. So you place that level there. You can put your stops and limits in there as well. So again, let's put in a 30-point stop and a 30-point limit. Remember, we're buying, so we've got to put a minus sign there. And then if you place it, you've literally just put an order in for the FTSE to hit at a certain level. So if I go on to my order book, as you can see there, I'm waiting for it to be opened at 62890. And once it does so, I'm going to be straight into the trade. So click on order, and then click on, and the new order will allow yourself to go and place a level at a certain price, okay? So once you have that watch list there, guys, as I said before, you can open that up as a trade ticket. So for example, clicking it there, you get that external window that allows yourself to, as I showed before with the Forex pairs, really summate everything in terms of what you want to do when you're trading and going straight into that trade when you hit those buttons, okay? So that thing is a very useful way for you to do execution at a very fast rate and allows yourself to get into the trades as soon as possible. You can get some other features on there too, so you can get product info of your particular products you trade on, so you get trading hours, you get certain margin requirements for what they are, you can get lows and highs of the day as well. Your open positions are displayed on the left hand side at the bottom, order books for your stops and limits and your orders you place, your closed positions as well, as you can see, you can have a look at certain things there. And what's great about that is you can export that into a spreadsheet. So some of you might be able to utilize that when you trade monthly. So you can really take a record of what's going on within a month, and you can say, well, listen, you know, I've done this, this, and this month. Next month, I'm going to try and do this, this, and that. And it helps you just to make sure you're going well with your trading and you're balancing your trading effectively. And you can start to find out your weaknesses and where your strengths lie and what products you do well on and what products you don't do well on. So you can do that on a monthly basis or even a weekly basis if you really want. But the fact that you can export that really does help yourself in terms of keeping on top of your trading and being a diligent trader. Okay, the same applies to your trade history, your balance of transactions, or your account statements as well. And that really does help in terms of your own trading too. So thanks a lot for the attendance, guys. I mean, here are our details. As you can see, our pretty pictures on the right-hand side as well. You've got our number, you've got our emails too. So feel free to call in and have a word with us. We want to be able to find out what it is you want to trade and what it is you feel is best for your trading. And we believe we've had that in terms of your own trading, that we want to be able to do that for you. You can have one chart, more than one chart open at a time, Gerald. Yes, that's fine. You can do so. In terms of how you want to trade and what the best is for your trading, we have been around for 13, 14 years to be able to provide that for you. So feel free to give us a call or give us a Skype as well. We're here there too. And check out the website as well. There's a lot more webinars there you can have a look at. The market analysis section is also very good for yourself to really keep in tune to a lot of what's going on and really assessing and helping yourself in terms of your own trading as well. So thank you very much, guys. Again, apologies for the change of webinar. Unfortunately, Gopal had to attend to a family emergency, but we're very sure that we'll be able to get some of those indicators back to you at a very short date, and really hopefully to help you really delve into the markets with those indicators, and also with what we provided here with as much as possible. So thank you very much, guys, for your time. I appreciate yourself coming in for this afternoon. Apologies again, and hopefully have a very good weekend for yourself as well. All the best. Bye-bye.